heshima katika dunia nzima.
Government has allocated 37 billion shillings to modernize the security sector in a bid to reduce the number of casualties among security officers as well as prison officers. Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki announced this at the memorial service of security officers who died while on duty. The CS says the country has this year alone lost 37 officers compared to 54 in 2022. Odeya Francis reports.
At Embakasi Training College, a memorial service is on amid grief and sorrow.
We had lost 54 officers last year. The number this year is 37. Our target is that going forward, we will bring that number to 0.
Widows here got the opportunity to share their stories of how they lost their husbands while in the line of duty.
And he was coming home on 7, but unfortunately, that was the time I went to pick him in a casket. I lost my husband through a gunshot at the chest, but if he had a bulletproof, he couldn't have died.
CS Kithure Kindiki and Inspector General Japheth Koome were among top government officials who paid tribute to those who sacrificed their lives for the country.
Lakini hawa kora wako kule nje, tunawaambia atutishwi, au Al-Shabaab tunawaambia atutishwi, tutalinda nchi yetu.
It's going to be impossible for these terrorists to hurt our people and our officers going forward because they are cowards. They cannot engage with us directly. They survive by coming at night, placing some gadgets and disappearing.
Kindiki has promised the affected families and officers that their welfare will be improved.
We are requesting for job opportunities and scholarship and even medical covers for the affected families because some of us are not working.
Besides the government's pledge to raise the salaries of police officers to 40%, the CS has also initiated an endowment fund to support the families of the fallen heroes.
Equipment modernization program is going to make it very difficult, if not impossible, for armed criminals to harm security officers.
And the policy framework for the fund is awaiting approval and will be launched in the current financial year.
This administration in the security sector will be, in the coming few months, the establishment of an endowment fund to support families of officers who die in the line of duty. Those widows who have the requirements, we have a number of positions which we could support you to be employed, not necessarily in the National Police Service, but generally in the public service.
Now, as families and officers gather today to commemorate and remember the fallen officers, the government has promised to modernize the equipment to make sure that officers on duty do not undergo the same treatment and reduce the numbers of officers who died come next year. Odeya Francis, KTN News, Embakasi.
Another break, but still to come in business news. Relief at the pump. We have